Hi again everyone, Hannah here. Thanks for tuning in today to Hannah Learns ColDesi. Today we're going to learn about the DigitalHeat FX. Todd here is going to tell us about the machines, and Stephan is going to show us how they work. So stay tuned.
Hannah, hey, thanks. I'm Todd, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about our DFX machines here at ColDesi. First off, I want you to know that we got 3 different options when it comes to the DigitalHeat FX catalog.
Okay.
We have the smallest option, which is our 550.
All right.
I'll tell you more about that in a second. Then the medium option, it's our 8432.
Alrighty.
And then this, yeah, the big boy over here. This is our 9541.
Okay.
They all have a lot of differences, but in the long run, they're really very similar.
Okay.
In fact, they can all do the same thing in what you're looking to do, and that's make you money.
Yeah.
Now, a transfer printer is just that. It prints transfers.
Okay.
Anything you design on your computer, it can be printed out exactly onto our transfer paper.
Okay.
You take that transfer paper and then you heat press it onto what we call the B sheet, and it's a simple peel process, and then you press it onto whatever you're working with.
Okay.
Whether it's a garment, cotton t-shirts, or polyester, nylon, rayon, neoprene, any kind of garment you can press on our transfers. Now you can also do a lot of promotional items. We have people that press onto things like canvas, cardstock, metals, woods, tiles, glass. The list goes on and on.
Okay.
Every week we get new cool ideas from people on what they want to print on and press on, and we work with them and our technicians, which you'll meet one, Stephan, a little later, exactly what time and temperature you need to press in order to get the best results. Because at the end of the day, you want to pass those results onto your customer. So let's start with the 550, shall we?
Yeah.
550, when I say it's our smallest transfer printer, it prints on paper this size, which is, yeah, normal paper size, normal notebook size. This printer uses smaller paper, so your images are going to be smaller, but we do have a few different features in the software, like the Smart Cut software, which is going to allow you to take an image that's bigger than this and learn exactly where to cut it, so you can actually tile them and make the size, make the images twice as big as this paper. So this machine has some other capabilities that the 2 larger ones doesn't have as well. There's a glitter capability currently with this, where you can, yep. A lot of people like to use this machine for the glitter, and also a fluorescent and a sublimation capabilities. We have special sublimation toners. If you're familiar with sublimation, a softer feel, but you can only use it on lights and poly blends, but it does have sublimation toners that you can substitute out inside of the 550. Yeah, that's kind of the versatility of the 550 compared to the 2 larger printers, but once again, this is the largest size with the 550. So you're kind of, you're kind of handicapped with that, but at the end of the day, this is a good bargain for the most affordable price.
Okay.
Now, if we move on to our second tier printer and our most popular printer, this is the 8432.
Okay.
Now, the 8432 has been around a couple of years now, and it's actually the predecessor of the, is predecessor the right word? The one that comes after. Anyway, it came after our 920. The 920 was the machine before the 8432, and it prints on transfer size this big, which is 11 by 17 size, or tabloid size paper.
Maybe like a jacket back or something?
Oh, absolutely, or full front of the shirt, full back of the shirt. Once again, it does a lot of other things besides shirts. In fact, if you're doing koozies, which is a huge moneymaker, you can put maybe 15 or 20 koozie images on this one sheet of paper and then spread them out and cut them and press them individually. As you can see though, I mean, the paper is what matters. The size is very important in this. A lot of peel estate in this with this printer. The 13 by 17 size paper.
What kind of paper is this?
This is our easy peel paper.
Okay.
Yeah, easy peel paper for all 3 machines.
Okay, and it's like a marrying process?
Yes.
Those A and B sheets?
Of course, yeah, all of them have the same process, where you print on the transfer paper, which is the A paper, and then you heat press it onto the B paper, a simple peel process, and then you press it onto whatever you're working with. And our technician Stephan will show you all about that shortly.
Cool.
But the 8432, it's a workhorse. It's designed to print multiple prints weekly, hundreds weekly for your shirts. It's a great addition to any kind of t-shirt shop, especially screen printers, and here's why. You're turning away those small runs, those high color shirts, 4 or 5 colors. You're not setting your screens up for that. Obviously, this will come in because color doesn't matter. Any color you want to print, it will print. Any design you want to print, it will print. So it is a great machine, and about half the size of the old 920. They asked us, they said, what can we do to make it better? Oki, because we're the largest distributor in the United States for these Oki printers. They asked us, how can we make our next printer a little bit better? They said, make it smaller, make it more mobile. So
in your back.
Absolutely. People take this to, I've had people take it to racetracks, to school events, fairs, festivals, rodeos, in order to do shirts right there on site.
It's quick. I've seen it print. It's quick.
Absolutely. Quick, simple process. The quality's there. Ultimately, with this machine, you've got about $4 invested into each, say, t-shirt. That's going to include your raw shirt, your actual transfer page, everything about $4. Turn around and sell that shirt for $15, $20, $25, depending on your market. You see where the money comes in.
All right.
Now moving along to the big boy, as you called it earlier, the 9541, and yes, it is much bigger, and it yields a much bigger print size than the 11 by 17. As you can see the difference here, 11 by 17 to 13 by 19 size paper. You can get a lot more images, and if you are doing fronts of jackets or fronts of shirts or back of shirts, or a lot of people are in the market for double XL type of attire, this printer is going to be the way to go with its larger print size. Also, with this, you have 5 toners. You have C, M, Y, W, K. That's a huge thing because you're going to get the true black with the K. A lot of people need that true black for a variety of reasons, but with our 9541, that's exactly what you get. It's going to print the fastest, the brightest, and overall give you the best quality of the 3 printers. It's the same thing though with the peel, press and peel process. It's the same idea, same concept, and it does the same thing as far as transfers can be pressed onto any kind of garment. And like I said earlier, a variety of promotional items, canvas, cardstock, metals, tiles, glass, woods, and the list goes on and on. Hannah, what kind of questions? I know you're new to all this and you're learning. I mean,
I guess the biggest thing I'm wondering about is the ink and changing ink. Is it easy to do?
Sure.
Because I know like big industrial printers, you just open up and you stick it in.
Absolutely. The changing of the toner is not that difficult at all. In fact, that's all stuff you'll learn in training. We have multiple training videos for anybody that buys our print. It's just a simple process. In and out. It's almost like changing an old VCR tape out of your VCR machine. It's that simple. But you did bring up an interesting word there, the word ink. We don't use the word ink. It is toner. And the reason why we don't use the word ink, in a lot of people's mind, it is involved with screen printing and some other kind of printers out there. It clogs up, it dries up, it's going to give you headaches, the chemicals. It's just, we don't use ink, it's toner. The toner we have is powder, it lasts longer, it's digital laser toner printers that produce high quality transfers, and at the end of the day, that's what you're looking for. You want the quality to pass along to your customers, and it's done with toner.
Awesome, well I'm excited to see one of these print.
Absolutely, and that's where Stephan's going to come in.
An image here now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to marry this. So this is only the first step, is to print.
Okay.
The next one is going to be to marry. So this right here is going to be the B sheet.
Okay.
Now the one key thing about the B sheet is you never want to run this through your printer.
Okay.
It takes the heat to melt the polymer on here, and the diffuser is the hottest thing on the printer. So if this B paper goes through there, it could damage your diffuser.
Okay.
And also on the back of the paper, it will remind you to not print.
There you go.
So now we'll take this over to our fusion heat press.
Awesome. Guess
Alright,
that
so
means it's done.
Now the time is up. It's ready to get peeled. So usually what I always do, I'll take the parts of paper off, and then I just kind of count to 5 in my head.
Okay.
I give this paper a little dwell time to cool down, just a little bit. This way it's not too liquidy.
Sure.
And then just peel it back. Nice steady motion. When you get to the point where you really can't pull back anymore, just pull the whole thing forward toward you.
Okay.
And then just keep going.
And keep it on the heat press?
Correct. You always want to keep the unmarried sections onto the heat press. Anything that's already been peeled is safe to come off. And don't be afraid to rotate and move the paper around. It's all about your comfortability up here.
And there's the finished t-shirt. I hope y'all enjoyed learning a little bit more about the DigitalHeat FX printers with me today. After Stephan ripped that clear sheet off, we actually did one more finishing press with our Hotronix heat press right here to give it that matte and comfortable finish. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys again next time.